This is the jingle for another video done by the Nudo. It's the catchy song he plays before it starts. When you listen to this jingle, it'll make you think of all the different reasons you should watch this guy and laugh at all his stuff.
Hey Eric, how's it going?
Lucky Tony.
That means he's doing great.
My brother has a knack for picking the oddest places to live. I'm convinced it must be a talent. It's not the actual living quarters themselves, but rather in the surrounding environment. Whether or not he is aware of this oddly unique niche he has in picking his abodes is uncertain, but indeed there it is. And as strange as his uncommon talent is, his second half appears to possess a somewhat similar talent her own self, for she has the cool knack for immediately picking up on the oddities of their surrounding environments. In fact, I imagine one could drop a throat biscuit driving by and she could sense it, or know with almost absolute certainty. You'll remember the tree of a poison gene and the graveyard of street, interstate, and courtesy signs that appeared to pop up right out of their backyard ground in the old place in which they lived. A mix of some common and other road signs, some that could be considered antique. Michelle, she just wanted them out to build a garden, but kept the relevant ones to accent her garden. So, for these reasons, I never arrive at my brother's and Michelle's without my camera. For even if nothing happens, you're still likely to walk away with a great idea for a video. Hear that noise? This was at a cookout. I heard the noise in the distance, and looking around, nothing seen, nothing confirmed. All of a sudden, loud up and down of the sound. Once again I looked, nothing seen, nothing confirmed. It was at the exact moment I had begun to think I was going crazy that my mom blurted out, "What's that sound?" We looked up and saw this. It's a fella in a jet. Apparently a neighbor of my brother and Michelle's, and just another day in this beauty.
A neighborly day for a beauty, would you be mine?
As I before stated, I bring my camera anytime I visit my brother and Michelle. Michelle has a thing about being on camera. She doesn't like it, so usually I make some excuse and just wait. I found out a few days ago my brother and Michelle are building a garden, so I thought I'd use it for the opportunity. And so I made a fox pause. This was the result of my fox pause. Standing there alone, waiting on something to happen, filming a non-developed garden. The feeling you're looking idiotic is ever present. Then confirmed when the neighbor spots and says,
Hush, princess. What are you
My God.
That's a wrap.
I quickly wrapped my arms around my camera tripod, grabbed the back tote, and murmured some excuse and darted inside before he could respond.
And she gets back tomorrow from Oregon and Denver. I may run out. And she gets back tomorrow from Oregon and Denver. I may run out.
I'll be here.
As it turns out, the odyssey this time, as if it weren't obvious by the perfectly rounded holes. A woodpecker. First, boring a hole in this tree, apparently not noticing the vital signs. She's alive. So on to this tree, where she bored 2 holes in it before the third caught her attention. 'Twas the third tree that she found solace in and took up refuge. Thus a waiting game was to begin. Waiting games require patience. I am not patient. And so, I began thinking of speeding the process along, thus putting some uptown funk into the home of the bird. But in further looking, the bird was ahead of my thinking and managed to snag a home more secure than any ADT could secure. A natural security at that of poison oak. And so I wait. Patience is a virtue, and in the words of the great chaplain, persistence is the road to accomplishment. So yeah, she's in there, sitting on eggs. How uncomfy she must be.
Tony's got stuck her head out, has she?
Well, I couldn't resist the urge. No, well, maybe a little, no longer.
Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up.
I even hear Woody comes and converses with the missus while she's working on the eggs, says Michelle. Here goes.
He feeds her, though, while she's hatching eggs.
Feeds? What?
He feeds her, he brings her food while she's hatching eggs, so she don't have to get off the nest.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to get a shot of Woody? That'd be sweet. 32 minutes and counting. And nature can be so damn thick, it really puts me in a pickle. Y'all know the rest of that. But yeah, nature takes no cues from no one. And while I'm constantly rolling on the hole, I know somewhere nature's giving a show unlike any other. I know somewhere with all the nature around. In fact, I have absolutely no doubt that a party event is having a party right under my feet. Now, whether that's a party, a celebration, or that party's mocking, one of the two is going on. I know, I can feel it. I smell it. I can sense it. For sure, it's happening right under my feet.
Hey, Charlie, this bill's waiting on the woodpeckers. You can take it out, honey.
That's
Some kids spill.
Sorry, it's all I keep thinking about. And with the miracle of nature, persistence pays off. 44 and 1/2 minutes in for this.
Sarah, look, there she goes. I told you.
Got it.
Did you get her?
Yeah.
There she goes.
Very seldom does nature give a show without pay. The only freebies one can catch, if you could call them that, which you can't really, are sunrises and sunsets. And in that, a sunrise is always likely to be more spectacular than the sets, depending on your surrounding environment, of course. I think Lucy Ball said it best when, after an all-night shoot in Santa Barbara, the sun came peeking through the darkness.
Amazing.
Was her quote.
These sunrises should happen later in the day, so everyone can enjoy it.
So, even a simple sunrise costs you sleep. But time is what we eventually all pay with, and ultimately, nature's only accepted form of currency.